Lori Harvey has fucked everybody who's getting fucking streams out here. Shout out to Lori Harvey.
She definitely is.
What? She has, Lori Harvey is Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. She was seen in a picture riding in a car with Trey Songz where she is ducking, looking like she's trying to avoid a camera taking a picture of her, but you can still like see her head like trying to get down before the picture's taken. Then from there, Future comments on the picture, says something to the effect of "too late." Justin Combs, Diddy's son, also comments on the picture, something about "I see you, bitch." Who else?
Everybody got something to say.
Yes. Meek Mill rapped about her on Championships, and ever since, it seems as if everybody is trying to get a piece of Lori Harvey. Thoughts? The floor is open.
I need to look her
I
up.
never heard of this Lori Harvey chick.
Me neither, until now. And then it's so sad because I wish I had looked her up so I could see exactly how she looked.
Is this clout chasing nowadays? Is this what you do?
Niggas are groupies for groupies. All these famous people just want to fuck who the other famous dudes are fucking, which is like super, super gay to me. Yeah. Like, it's like the weirdest gay shit ever. It's like, it's just like in high school when niggas are fucking a girl and other dudes are like, oh, I'm gonna try to fuck her. Like, why are you trying to fuck after this other dude? Like, bro, like, find your own bitch.
Oh, she bad.
It's like the corniest shit ever. She is bad. But like, you know how many bad women there are in the world? There are 7 billion
She's not
people.
the only bad chick.
There's 7 billion people in the world, bro. Like, you just go find a different girl.
Facts. And a lot of them aren't in the industry. Like, they just regular ass people.
And in theory, if you are in the industry and you're famous, it'd be pretty easy for you to fuck these regular girls. It's not that hard to fuck these regular girls now. Like, if I was rich if I was on TV every day, it'd be pretty easy for me to fuck these regular chicks.
I think it's about it might be about who her father is. Like, man, you know, sometimes people just like to do something just based off of who you.
That's not even her dad. That's her fucking stepdad.
But still, that's still like a father. She grew up in his house.
How do we feel about Lori Harvey's actions? Because I think it's kind of fire.
No, I feel like
these niggas are out here. These niggas are out here doing what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, you need to hide.
And I don't think she needs to hide. I think it's smart for her to hide. I think it would protect her best interest for hiding.
Yeah.
But
she doing
she don't have to do what the fuck she is.
She doing her.
Oh, she also had a video on Instagram of her massaging Trey Songz's face with her feet. Trey Songz put it up on his Instagram.
I think I saw that, but I didn't know who that was.
That's a major move for her.
It's like, I got my feet all over Trey Songz's face. Like, that's fire.
I don't know if I'm not down with the feet and face. I don't like feet like that.
Yeah, I'm not really into feet like that either. Like,
nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Like, your old feet is on my face.
And then
like,
you finna put it on my face and try to massage my face? Nah, I don't care about how bad you are. No.
Yeah, no, I mean, some dudes like feet. Some people really enjoy feet, which is, it's kind of hard to understand for me, but no, shit. If they do, then whatever rocks they boat.
If they do, then whatever rocks they boat.
Are you a feet guy?
No.
Like feet?
No. I don't care about feet. It doesn't make a difference to me, but I'm not checking for your feet. Like, it just doesn't.
She take off the socks and shit.
You like, ooh, look at those.
She got some long ass toenails. They're looking green and shit. You still fucking?
Am I fucking if she has green toes? I wouldn't have.
Are you asking her to put her socks back on and then you fuck?
I wouldn't have checked to see her toes, so it would have never crossed
She
my
trying to
mind.
get sexy, so she
That's
do
the real Brianna.
She doing the whole. Yeah, sit back and watch. She lay on the bed, lift her feet up, pointing at it, and she points at you with the big toe.
Why would she be pointing at me with her toes? I wonder, like, what do you be doing?
I'm just trying to paint the scenario.
Your scenarios and my scenarios are vastly different. I've never gotten pointed at with a girl's big toe. or any toe.
I don't know nobody who have. Well, obviously Trey Songz. So.
Yeah. Trey Songz definitely, he's putting the hot sauce on the feet, like, don't be nuts. He's sucking the toe.
That's so nasty. I don't get the concept of sucking toes. Like, what pleasure do you get out of it?
Is that one of those things where they're like, oh no, when you get older, you like different shit? Is that one of those? Is that when you get older, you like that?
I don't know. I'm not older. I can't answer these questions for you.
I don't know.
Nah, I'm older. No.
Back to Lori Harvey. One, shouts to her for like doing her damn thing. She's out here. Two.
What does she do?
What do you mean? What does she do?
Like what position? Like
what's her profession?
Yes.
I don't know. Google it.
I just did, but it started talking about Steve Harvey as soon as we looked up.
If you Google Lori Harvey profession, I'm sure she'll probably do some walkthroughs. I'm sure she models or something like that. I'm sure she does a bunch of random shit. Like, I don't. What difference does it make what she does? We haven't discussed anything professional.
She's getting her name out there, and if it's for the greater good.
Hey, real shit. And the fact that she's out here finagling niggas with millions of dollars and having her pick of the litter. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to her.
She only 22.
These guys are like stepping stones. Where'd you get that? Is that some girl's Instagram caption that you read?
No, man, that was off the dome right there. That's a bar.
You can't say when you have your own bar.
Closed captions.
Lori Harvey's mom, though, right? So Steve Harvey obviously married her mother. Steve Harvey's new wife's name is Marjorie Harvey, right? Mm-hmm. Before she was dating Steve Harvey, she was dating a prominent drug dealer, right? Drug dealer gets locked up. She starts dating her cousin. After this, now she starts dating Steve Harvey. Oh. Gets married. The drug dealer is Lori Harvey's dad, I believe. And now, Lori Harvey has learned from the master.
Well, she's a model.
Shocker, shocker. The beautiful girl's a model.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Lori Harvey has learned from the master and her mother, and now she's out here finagling, doing the damn thing, and just getting it shaken out here, man.
Yeah, go get your clout, man. Go get your clout. Shit, I'm not mad at you. Shit, everybody out here clout chasing. If you about to do that shit, build your name up to fucking, I don't know, do something good. Go ahead, do your shit.
At least she got the A-list. She's a part of the A-list team. All the celebrities. She's not just out here just dating just random.
I think she was engaged to this soccer player.
I just read that.
Lewis Wilson or Walton or some weird shit like that. But yeah, no, more millionaires.
Yeah, you gotta get in with the lane first. You know what I mean? Get it up, and then once you up there, pull it with the class. That's when you just.
Hey, she gonna make a lot of money though. I really.
Yeah.
She's gonna make the perfect housewife.
That was sexist.
But come on now, she's just a model.
Just a model. More sexist statements. Please continue. Dig yourself a deeper hole.
I'm just saying, how far in a model career do they go?
More sexist statements.
What end up happening after the modeling career? Either they become an
probably
actress.
Anything that they want to do.
Okay.
What the fuck? You could literally do anything. She could go to school and be a doctor if she felt like it.
Yeah.
What are we talking about right now?
I'm just being honest about it. Come on now. She's 22 years old. She hasn't went to college.
You know that?
I just looked all that up.
Yes.
I was just reading a whole lot about her. But it's okay. I don't have enough time. I don't even care about her.
Well, she's definitely not the next Oprah. We could get that out of the way.
You don't know. Where was Oprah when she was 22?
She was doing
You know.
She was either in the back of a radio show or she was interning somewhere.
Are you serious?
I'm sure.
Bro, do you know Oprah's story? Oprah was poor in the South forever, and then she fucking ran away
Yeah.
Oprah was not doing shit when she was 22 years old.
No, she definitely was.
I'm sure she was. I'm sure she was on her way to becoming who she is.
Man, bro.
You think Oprah was broke and disenfranchised from like age 22 till whatever?
I want to see an Oprah movie though.
Bro, Oprah's story is vastly public. She was getting like raped and shit in her time. Like, this is not YouTube fucking shit.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
bro, she was getting like raped. She had like a miscarriage or some shit like that when she was like 19 years old. She was still like,
I'm sure
she was still like
doing
bouncing
radio
around
or
and like,
something.
no, she wasn't.
She was doing
This
something.
shit came way later.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously she found something in her voice that made her be like, okay, bet I can talk to people and my voice can change people. I'm sure she realized that at an early age, and by 22 she was already on track to doing something.
And she
I
had
can
changed her
guarantee
ways.
you, yes, I can almost guarantee that. That's not off. I know that for sure.
I'm gonna actually look it up and see.
Speaking of people changing their ways, 21 Savage was detained by ICE. Apparently he's in the U.S. illegally, from what we know.
And
He
fuck
moved here from when he was about 7 years
The
old.
best kid in the group will say that.
He moved here when he was about 7 years old. He had a visa. He was here with his parents. It expired when he was a teenager. He couldn't reapply for it until he was 18 years old, because when you're 18 years old, you're legally responsible, taking care of yourself. So he reapplied for it. Nothing has happened. He's been like waiting, going through the system, doing all that good shit. He starts popping off as a rapper. Now ICE has detained him and he's sitting in a cell. A few hours ago, before we started recording, he just bonded out. Here we are.
Okay. That's good. Now you know we're gonna get some new music. We got to get some new music. It's from be a whole different. I hope it's different. I hope he really rap about him being locked up, give people a different aspect of how it is being detained by ICE.
Yeah, like I think he's still about to get deported, but he's just.
You think so?
He's just here, just chilling for a little bit. He got a date where he got to leave though, and if he exceeds that date, that's when he goes back.
No, I don't think so. Like, I think the way it's set up is he probably just have to meet the criteria in order to stay. So whatever the criteria is, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta, we're not really based on facts, but yeah, we gotta look into that and see what happens with 21.
Well,
hopefully it all goes
Is this
well.
something based off of like a work visa or something like that? Like,
well, one year, like 3 kids who are citizens here, so that should help. But most times they really don't give a fuck. You can ask
They
Ryan.
really don't
You can
give a
ask Ryan.
fuck.
I'm sure he'll
They
tell you
really
examples
don't.
of times where they take people's fucking parents, get rid of them. They'll take fucking kids and ship them the fuck out. They don't give a fuck about you.
but not
the
they
U.S. government
really don't
doesn't
make
have-
celebrities like that though.
Because they haven't had an example to make of people, and also the administration that's in office now is trying to make an example of immigrants. So, a famous poppin' rapper is always a good person to make an example of. But do I think that? I think he's probably going to end up getting deported, most likely. Unfortunately, it really sucks, but I do think that that's a very, very likely possibility. It really is all going to depend on when the court date is set. Jay-Z has hired him like additional legal help. His lawyer has come out and spoken about his entire situation because there was a bunch of false reports saying he got arrested with multiple people. Then after that, they said that they found him when he was by himself. Then he was arrested for like 4 or 5 days, and then facts come out that they say that he had a loaded gun on him. So it's just like a bunch of like fishy, weird information. And can't be surprised. It's kind of what the U.S. government has been showing that they do for a very, very, very long time now. So I don't know. We really kind of do have to sit and just like watch the situation develop and see how everything like comes from it. But
It's
It's
definitely
a scary situation. It's a scary and a very real situation.
And yeah, it's definitely a life changing and wake up call for 21. You know, I'm sure you're gonna be out here moving a little different, if not completely different.
I think it's nice though that we'll be able to hear a different side of him in the music, because before he legally, even if he did want to rap about this, he wouldn't have been able to, because that would have exposed him. But now that it's already out and it's public knowledge, now he would, in theory, be able to rap about it. So we'll be able to and hopefully be able to see a different side of 21, which would be fine.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the part that I want to hear.
You think we'll hear more mature 21?
What is mature 21? Actually, we got a lot of mature 21 on the new album, bro. Is it like from the Issa album?
That is a fact.
From the Issa album to what's this one called? Something. Yeah, I forget what it's called, but
I do have it on my.
It's actually a really good album. It's very much more mature than the Issa album was. So hopefully we'll stay on that same trajectory. I was. That in and of itself is a title of reflection. You know, I am now. I was then. You know, so exactly. So that's fire, man.
Yeah, the combination of like his experience right now and what he's going through, and then he could finally speak about like his childhood and stuff like that a whole lot more in depth. It's gonna bring a good album. I just know it is.
How do you feel about 21, right?
I feel like 21 is gonna come back. I definitely feel like it's not the last we're gonna hear from him. Obviously, I'm sure we're gonna get some shit. He'll gonna address some stuff in some interviews maybe before whatever happens. And even then, if he does get deported, I feel like 21. He still got his connects out here. It's making music as simple as sending your vocals to somebody or sending the beat over. You rap over it. You can send it back.
But the problem is touring, because he can make all the money that he wants to off of selling the album. He can still rap, but when he's out of sight and you can't come tour in New York anymore, you can't go to Chicago and tour, you can't go back to Atlanta where you got your buzz. Right. So yeah, the mixtapes will still come.
You do world tours now.
Only world tours.
Only world tours, which is a bag, I'm sure.
That's still money. That's still plenty money.
And you know,
just because
you think 21 is not a global act. 21 is a Minnesota, or not a Minnesota act, a United States thing. Like people everywhere aren't checking for him. But you have to get to the point where you're big, and then they start to love you over there. People in China aren't fucking checking for 21.
Even if he does get deported, he'll still be able to visit the United States.
No, he won't.
Over an amount of time, he won't.
They will not let him visit the United States. Why would they let him come back so then he could just hide out again and stay here for another extended period of time? If they just kicked him out for that same shit, they're not going to let him back in the United States.
It'd be years before.
They're not going to let him back.
It's going to be some time, but I feel like he'll be able to come back eventually.
And when he does come back 8 years later, he's not gonna have a fucking buzz for a rap album. No one's gonna care. We'll have long forgotten about going to fucking sad.
Be the rapper that goes away into jail. He
comes back from fucking England. Bro.
He comes back.
Shit doesn't even make sense at all. He comes back from overseas. Everybody go be checking for his ass.
That's funny.
It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. You want to talk about the other number rapper who's locked up? The number rappers. Fuck mumble rappers, number rappers.
The number rappers.
Waterfall Twin.
Yeah, Waterfall 69.
Well, I mean, I don't know why we're bringing him up. I don't know what's going on with him.
Just more shit about his baby mama, talking shit about how he used to beat her up or whatever, but he's like, he seems like he's changed and matured and more of the same things, where it's like, we're hoping better for people than their past. That's the theme of this episode, you know, it's carried through. Come on, bro.
The theme of our past haunting us. That ass. I mean, shit. I don't know. I don't really have much to say. I mean,
with her, I think she just want attention.
You think she's clout chasing now? I mean,
she's trying to get some type of money.
I don't know how he was as I know him as a troll. I don't know him as being a father. I know when I did see him, on Instagram or whatever. He had like his baby with chains, just stunning. So
Hey,
I mean,
did he get the
as far
69?
as-
I think he got the 69 chain back, didn't he? The one that he said got stolen. The spinner,
one?
yeah, the
I
spinner
think
one.
he did. Yeah.
The one that allegedly
Right,
got
right.
stolen from him. Cause I
But
could swear he was wearing that.
The
shit.
relationship that he has with his baby mama, like, I barely found out about her until like he went to jail.
Doesn't he
She
have
came
multiple kids, or is it just the
I don't
one? Did you just say one?
out. I think it's just the one.
Yeah.
But
I think
I have no idea who the hell she is, where she came from. I don't know their relationship at all.
Because I never heard about.
When do we ever know about people's personal lives? Like,
So
it's like this isn't a surprise to me.
Yeah,
man. We
you
don't
know-
know people's fucking baby mamas. Nigga.
Right.
Like I came to listen to your 3-minute song, bro. I don't give a fuck about your personal life.
Right. It all could be clout shit.
It's all Clout shit, bro. Say Clout one more time, bro. Bro, I'm fucking dare you.
Episode's called Clout.
How many times have you fucking said Clout, bro? God damn, man.
Man, it's the relevancy, that shit's
It's
thrown everywhere. It's like Vibes back in 2017.
Bro, you are the vibes.
Where everybody just said vibes.
Bro, like, you still say
You
vibes.
still say it though.
You saying all the vibes. You're the curator
I
of
just
vibes.
go with it. I go with the vibes.
No, you curate the
Say
vibes,
it.
man. You curate the vibes. I don't know how, but you always come to curate a vibe, bro. Super trash, actually.
I just come through with a wave.
Hey, do
Vibes.
you have feelings on 6ix9ine, man? Pause. That was a weird question. Do you have feelings on Tekashi?
Tekashi. I just feel like like Ryan said, his baby mama, she out here, she clout chasing. She's trying to make herself relevant. She gonna sell a story.
These
You know?
motherfuckers say that.
Eventually, she gonna sell a story. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, because at the end of the day, like, she could tell the behind the scenes, like, of him becoming a rapper, stuff that his fans would love to hear.
Can we? Can she?
Yeah, she can. She been with
How
him.
old's the kid?
I don't know. I think 2.
Yeah, I would say maybe like 2. Still a baby.
Yeah, so she
I have no idea. I don't know.
But from the
Yeah, 2.
but from the little reading passage, it seemed like she was with him when he was becoming a rapper.
Yeah, but he's only been rapping for a year.
That's what I'm saying. So she been with him for the last 3-4 years. Then
No, if he's been rapping for a year, then she would only be obligated to have been with him for a year. That's when he became a rapper. I'm sure he wasn't like practicing and warming up before he became a rapper.
I'm pretty sure he was rapping or doing something.
No, he wasn't. Literally, he says that he started rapping. Like his first song was was Gummo or whatever the fuck.
I don't know. You know, I really don't like him as a rapper. I never did.
So why are you saying shit if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about?
I'm saying I'm going based off of what I read.
Yeah, no,
That's
I'm saying
it.
But yeah, she probably hasn't known him that long either. I don't know how old the kid is. That changes everything.
I told you, it said the kid was 2.
Well, if the kid is 2, then she's known him for probably like 3 years. And I mean, a lot of people, you can make changes in your life.
Even in the passage that I read, it said that she was around when he became a rapper. Before he was a rapper and when he first got on, and how he changed once he started rapping and he got around these gangs.
I mean, money do change people, man. So
that's what I'm talking about.
Money doesn't change you; it reveals the
he could have
inner
been
you.
He could have been good to the baby, just be a shit trash to the baby mom, but.
That's how you're supposed to do it, right?
I think
that's what you're supposed to do, right? I thought that was the law, bro. Like I'm supposed to fucking hate my baby mama. That's the rules, right?
So I mean, shit. But with their relationship, I don't know. I don't know about the relationship. I never seen like no stories of like them fighting or him beating some girl or like beating her up. I don't know. So,
but if she never reported it, now all of a sudden she want to report like...
Yeah, I think she did just report in that story.
She just reported it. Yeah. But she wasn't reporting it before.
Yeah, I mean, like, now that he's already in a bunch of trouble, it's like, oh, yeah, like, throw some more shit on him, but it's like...
Yeah, now all of a sudden she want to...
I mean, I don't get really what the point is now.
She got pictures and evidence of him actually abusing her, so...
Yeah, I think it's just weird, like, everyone else in our theme has been changing the other way for the better.
I feel like a lot of people
Tekashi
already.
seems as if it's gone in reverse. Like he's
I feel
96.
like already a lot of people
saw
already.
this
Tekashi
coming, though.
96.
I feel like
But
a lot
we
of
saw
people
this.
already kind of hate him. So it's like
Think about it. Like he been
having more people hate him. Like, what is it
the
gonna do?
more and more he got
I don't know.
popular in the industry, the more and more he started doing fuck shit. And it was
He's
just
not
like,
popular because of the fuck shit.
I mean, that's how they doing it now. It's the more crazier shit you do. Like,
What the fuck happened to
it's
Boot
going
Gang?
viral. Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh shit, let's just do something dumb for attention. And hopefully it catches on. It's just
Right,
like,
right.
it's corny as fuck, man. It's corny. People are all fucking hurt.
Everything's so fake. It's all staged. It's all
Like
it's all antics that they do just to get the money.
the Liam Neeson shit. You saw this shit? He thought that shit was gonna get him some fucking money, bro. Liam Neeson is in an interview with Robin Roberts, right? The shorty had cancer all the time.
mm-hmm.
Not that that's important. Shout out to Robin Roberts, black lady, skinny, tall girl with short hair. Anyway, he's doing a promo interview for this movie called Revenge, right? So he just starts talking about, like, this is unprompted. He just starts talking about this time where he said his friend, like, 40 years ago or some shit like that. Not 40 years ago, because he can't be that. Well, maybe it was 40 years ago, because he's like 60. So it's like when he was like 20, but whatever.
Right.
So his friend, she gets raped. He asked her what happened. She said it was a black dude. So he said he got a crowbar, and you should just walk around for 2 weeks looking for black guys. Looking for black bastards, and I quote, black bastards to beat up. So he's just like walking around for 2 weeks looking for black bastards to beat up. After this 2 week period, he decides that he was wrong and he finds solace in power walking. And that's how he cured his evil thoughts.
So did he ever beat any black guys up?
No.
He's not a racist. The statement might comes off that he's a racist, but he's not a racist. I'm sorry, I didn't see him on too many shows, like the show with him and Viola Davis. Like he was tonguing her down on that show. Like I don't see you tonguing a
That's
black
what
woman.
Michelle Rodriguez said.
And I remember it. Like I still remember the show. You don't tongue no black woman down if you're a racist. I'm sorry. Like you're just not gonna do it.
Slavery. Like what the fuck? Slave masters were raping black women the entire time.
Okay, but they actually love black women, low key. They did.
Okay, so
you
if you're
just have to say-
if you're a
you
slave,
just
if you're a
have to
slave
say-
owner, you're not racist.
No, like
So what the fuck
they
are you
were
saying?
rich. They was rich. Like we didn't already establish this. If you had the money and
What?
slavery would still exist and you could have a slave, you would.
That doesn't mean it's not racist. It would still be extremely racist. Like that doesn't make it not racist just because what the fuck? Just because you kiss a black girl that means you're not racist? Bro, slave owners used to rape all the bitches. Like that doesn't.
All the women.
All the women.
That's the problem with the statement here. That hey, shout out to 70% of our listeners being women. The most pop and pop culture podcast in the Midwest. Devil's Advocate podcast. BHatch. Anyway. Yeah. I definitely think you could still be very, very racist even if you didn't beat anyone up. Walking around targeting black men for 2 weeks. In a country where there are
That's
little to
pretty
no
racist.
black men. In fucking Iceland, where there's not even black people. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The fact that he didn't go, like, hey, what's his name?
Right.
So, is there anything that you could tell me about him? Does he have a scar?
Bitch got raped by Sasquatch.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, this black guy. It's like, yeah, so any black guy will do. I think that's extremely racist. It's actually.
There's probably more to the story than what was said.
What do you mean there's more to the story than what was said? What more does there need to be to the story? The fact that he said for 2 weeks he went around with a crowbar looking to beat up random black men isn't racist. Like,
That's mad racist.
it's actually the definition of racism. Like,
But he didn't do anything.
So-
it just comes out very racist, yes. It does.
It is racist.
It comes out very racist.
I'm just really confused overall.
Man, I just saw so much racism in my life to the point where like a comment don't mean anything unless it's actions.
There were actions. He actively walked around for 2 weeks looking for black men to beat up, and he didn't find any. Like, he just didn't find any. He didn't see any black guys.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe he did.
No,
it's more questions.
These are his words, not my words. Like, what the fuck?
I will have to add some more questions.
I don't need to ask any more questions.
I hear you. That's you. Me and you are two different people.
That's that's vastly true.
Okay.
Because I don't need someone to be like, oh, I don't need to ask you more questions about why you wanted to beat up random black men for no fucking reason. Like, how many times throughout the history of the fucking America have we seen black men get murdered off of white women lying on them?
That's a stern message.
Like, what the fuck? Like, that's just fucking crazy. Are you canceling Liam Neeson? Are you still watching the Taken movies? When's the last time you watched Taken?
I've seen Taken probably once, and I never went back to it.
Did you see Taken 2?
And I didn't see the whole movie.
What about Taken 3 though? Did you like Taken?
No, I don't even think I could have made it that far.
How about Taken 4? Did you like the fourth?
No.
The fourth?
I don't even think.
I think they were like the one that I seen was like he was like in a different country. His daughter.
All of them.
It's all the same.
Oh, okay.
It's
the same movie every time.
Yeah. Every time.
So, yeah, I seen all of them.
I think it's like his mom is not his mom. His wife, his daughter, and his kid. Or his son.
I remember they had like
like,
previews
oh,
of one of them, and like they take the daughter. She's like hiding under the bed.
That's right,
bro. And guess what? And what happened? What happened? He asked, she gets pulled. He's like,
yeah, she gets pulled.
No, he's like, describe him to me. And she describes mad factors. When the black dude, when it happened with the black dude, he didn't ask for no descriptive qualities. This nigga was like, oh, he's black, bet.